Your name?
Susie Norman.
All right. And where are we on this, folks?
I just spoke with Ms. Norman outside, and she has a job starting in Seattle November 4th. So she's agreed to return the property by November 1st.
Is that right?
Well, I had a job. I was supposed to already be out there.
Yeah.
But the case got adjourned from September 24th to today.
Right.
So yeah, they gave me until November 4th to get out there and be on the job. So, but I also have another case in court in regards to this matter as well. This case is separate. He told me out there, this is a different case, but I'm here to fight, Your Honor, period. Because I'm here to fight. And you knew that. You knew that from the very beginning I came in this court. And that is the truth. And I'm here to fight for what is right.
Okay. But
wow. Right out of the gate, Susie Norman makes it crystal clear. She's not just a tenant fighting eviction. She sees herself as someone fighting for justice. This kind of conviction immediately changes the tone of the case. Most eviction hearings are quick, almost routine. But Susie is making it a battle.
What case is that one? Is that before a different judge or?
Your Honor,
What we're seeing here is Courtroom Confusion 101. Susie has two different cases going, one about eviction and another civil complaint against her landlord. To the average person, it feels like the same fight. But in court, those are separate legal tracks. This separation often frustrates tenants who feel like their side of the story isn't being fully heard.
The case, because that is against Mr. Stanford, the civil case. So.
Okay. So I don't know what you're telling me. What are you telling me?
I was just saying that, yes, November 1st. He wants the property back, but they're attached. So
What's attached?
So it stems from the reason that I filed in the civil case is because of this case, because of this possession case.
Okay, but what's the base? Can I see a copy of the complaint?
Hopefully
it does claim that he didn't have a certificate of occupancy and so it's not really clear as to what.
Okay, so ma'am, what do you want to have happen?
This moment really hits. Susie is asking if she did something wrong by not filing a counterclaim earlier. And honestly, this shows the gap between legal technicalities and real life. Tenants rarely have lawyers. Missing one step, like requesting a jury trial or filing paperwork the right way, can completely change the outcome. It's heartbreaking to watch someone lose ground just because they didn't know the rules.
And in this case, I mean, you're going to vacate
in this case?
Yeah, you're going to vacate the premises.
Now it gets to the heart of her case. She's saying the landlord rented her a place without a valid certificate of occupancy. Basically, it wasn't legally fit to be rented. If that's true, her demand for rent refunds isn't outrageous. But the judge carefully explains how these cases usually play out. Future rent might be forgiven, but past rent often still counts because she did live there. This is where law and fairness don't always match up.
Hold the escrow pending resolution of that case. Does that make any sense to anybody?
It makes sense.
Is that me? Okay. All right.
Your Honor, did I don't even know if you can tell me this. Since it was, so the reason that I got here in the first place on the possession was because I stopped paying rent.
Correct.
And I stopped paying rent for those reasons that I put in my complaint. So did I do something incorrectly that it's not in front of you any longer?
Well,
since you know.
That may have more to do with how the court sets cases, because if you had filed that as a counterclaim, then the whole thing would have stayed in front of me.
Okay. And I was wondering, I didn't think I could do it because I'd been in front of you with this possession case so many times. I thought that any other recourse was
This small moment when Susie calls out the judge for rubbing his head is both funny and sad. Funny because she's reading the judge's body language mid-hearing. Sad because it shows how much she feels like every sigh, every gesture, could mean the court is already against her.
out of the question, like, because even when I came the first time, I was supposed to request a jury if I wanted it, and then I lost that because I
Correct.
didn't read the paperwork. So I was wondering if
Your Honor, there's no claim for money damages in our case. It's a possession case.
Pardon?
Our case is for possession.
Correct. And that's going to be resolved. And I think it might be that Ms. Norman may be asking why the case is headed someplace else and resolving that issue. Is your, I guess, what damages are you claiming on that other case, ma'am?
one, he did not have his rental certificate expired.
No, I got that part.
And all of the damages, I had the inspector from Pittsfield come in and inspect. So my damages are, I'm asking for all of my money back because he entered into a lease with me and he wasn't supposed to. And then the inspector came in and inspected the house, and there are like 12 different things that.
Okay, let me stop you for a second.
Okay.
So typically for me, and I can't say that I would find that way in this case, I can just give you a framework of how I deal with cases involving certificates of compliance. For me, the general framework is any future rent would not be due and owing because there's not a COC. I then would go back and try to figure out whether or not rent would be due, but then it would be only a question of how much rent.
The tension here is sky high. The landlord's lawyer doesn't even believe Susie's job offer in Seattle is real. That's not just legal strategy. It's personal. And Susie pushes back hard, reminding everyone she's been wronged from the start. This isn't just about a lease anymore. It's about her dignity.
Would be due because at some point you occupied the premises.
Correct.
The question is how much that's worth.
Mhm.
That would be the.
Finally, after all the back and forth, the judge sets a trial date. It's almost a relief. Instead of endless arguing in circles, there's now a concrete next step. But notice, Susie never backs down. Even facing eviction, she's demanding her day in court.
Just so that everybody's aware, because it involves this case, I would not think it would be, but it might be that case might get reassigned to me. I don't. I've got enough to do, but I mean, one more would kill me, or it might.
You were worrying,
But nobody cares.
when you rub your head, it was worrying me a little bit.
What?
When you were rubbing your head, reading my, it was worrying me a little bit.
Why is everybody picking up on something? I'm going to stop doing it.
Oh,
Everybody's trying to read me.
I would never.
Yeah, you would. All right. So why don't we do this? Let me ask you folks this. Since
And Mr. Stanford keeps coming to the house unannounced as well.
okay.
And I have a police report on that.
Okay. So
It's a lot.
it is. All right. So whatever way is going to be easiest for you guys. Okay. I mean, I don't mind people being mad at me and me making decisions. I don't. I don't know if you want to go and explain this case again to another judge. This is the 7th time you've been here on this case.
Cases like this reveal how messy landlord-tenant disputes can get. It's never just about property, it's about power, fairness, and whether the legal system actually feels accessible to regular people. Susie's fight shows that sometimes just standing your ground is the most powerful thing you can do.
So can you guys draft up a judgment for November 1st?
Your Honor, I can draft up a judgment, consent judgment. I might have problems getting Ms. Norman to sign. So.
Why?
I don't know if she agrees to sign it, but I've sent her conditional dismissals before we've agreed on it. She said she's not signing until the judge agrees to it. So.
I did say that one time in front of it, like in the courtroom. I didn't want to sign it without you knowing, because you rule in this courtroom. This is your thing. And I want you to know everything that goes on.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So that was the one time.
Counsel, I don't understand that. We all just sat here. She said she's moving by November 1st. I said, prepare a judgment.
He doesn't believe I have a job either in Seattle. He questioned that just
Your Honor,
2 minutes ago.
That's not accurate.
That is accurate, sir.
Accurate.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. I'm not here to argue about that. I'm here to argue about sex.
100%. And I'm here to fight. And I said that. I was wronged in the first place, sir.
I asked for one.
Sorry. My apologies.
You guys want me to just set it for trial? I don't have a problem doing that.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I will go, if you want to set it for trial.
I'm saying I do, but I asked for a judgment. It seemed like we were all in agreement. I asked for a judgment. And
Well, you know, the little remarks from Mr. McCurgy they're unnecessary in my world.
Your Honor, if the date of that file is after November 4th, it would be after the date she has to report to work.
Are you guys done?
Me?
I don't know. You guys are talking, so I just decided to have another conversation.
Oh, no disrespect. I really don't want to.
It's okay. I'm used to being disrespected.
Oh.
So, by him. I don't know why I said that. No, you're my boy. We're Why are you shaking your head? Is that wrong? No. All right. You guys figure it out. Here's what I'm going to do. Non-jury trial, October 22nd, 2024, 9 a.m.